We tax the wrong things. The highest effective marginal tax rates don't fall on rich people, they fall on mothers returning to work. They fall on second income earners in families who go out to work. Mum, who's been at home with the kids, goes out to work. She thereby loses welfare benefits. She has to pay back the low income earners tax rebate, squeezes out. Because our welfare spending is so carefully targeted, it has a perverse effect of locking people into welfare and making it expensive for them to just go back to work. So that a second income earner, let me be politically incorrect and say mother, returning to work, pays almost always more than 50%, loses more than 50% of her work income in lost welfare benefits. Secondly, rich self-funded retirees pay no tax. Anybody who's who's retired with a good asset base and is living off their super, which pretty well everyone can arrange now, pays no tax. And that is an absurdity. It was introduced by Howard and Costello in 2006, but it's just, it's extraordinarily unjust that working people, in effect, working families should have to subsidise wealthy people who don't need it. Third, debt is encouraged by the tax system. You have an unlimited ability to deduct debt from your income for tax purposes. And it's most controversial in the form of negative gearing, but it's widespread throughout the tax system. And yet at the same time we overtax bank deposits. We don't allow for inflation when we calculate the net earnings on bank deposits, which are of course a very common form of saving for ordinary people. Fourth, trusts are taxed more favourably than companies. This battle's been fought again and again, and each time that you think that the justice has finally won, the vested interests come in through the back door and secure the victory. So the trusts, discretionary trusts, are still available for wealthy people to minimise their income by funneling income which has been earned by a high income earner, taking it and funneling it through lower income members of the family or putting it aside for the future. And then there's things like tax breaks for overseas holidays, and of course I mentioned negative gearing, tax breaks for buying rental housing.